above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. Everyone can see it smiling over the sky. Paint the whole world with a rainbow.
Oh, wind it up again, Geoffrey. Wind it up.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hello. Have you got some wind-up toys? I just wind this one up again. So that's where I wind it. There. 1, 2, 3. And off back to Bungle.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
good.
Oh, can I wind it up now?
Yes, off you go then.
1, 2, 3.
That's it.
Oh,
Hey, I know something else you can wind up, Bungle.
do you, Zippy? What?
Guess. Only it's not a toy.
Oh. Well, can you think of something else that winds up? Something that isn't a toy?
It makes a noise. You don't know, do you? Here's a clue. It goes tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
Oh, I know. It's a clock. You have to wind up clocks, don't you?
Well, of course you do. Oh, everybody knows that. All clocks have to be wound up.
Well, not all clocks, Zippy.
Oh.
Electric clocks don't need winding up.
Oh.
But most clocks have to be wound. I expect you've got one at home somewhere.
I've thought of something else you wind, Bungle.
Have you, George?
Yes, wool. You sometimes wind it up into a ball, don't you?
Yeah, I was just going to say wool. Yeah, I knew that's what you meant, yeah.
Oh, just a minute. Don't go away.
Oh.
There you are, George.
Eh.
You wind the wool. Round and round and round.
Oh, yes. Oh, you are clever, Bungle.
Have you ever seen somebody winding wool like that? Let's watch somebody now. Zippy, George, what are you both laughing at?
Oh, now you've got 2 balls of wool, Bungle Bonds.
Oh, yes, I have.
Let's watch some people winding up things, shall we? And winding up things in different ways, too. That's a wind-up toy.
Oh dear. No, it isn't. It's winding again.
Watch Rebecca's mother turning the key to wind it up again. Off it goes. Here's someone winding a ball of string.
Good.
Rebecca winds a scarf round her neck.
That's it. And again. There. It's gone all the way round. There. That's very good.
The kitten is trying to unwind a ball of wool. Mother's got the wool back now. She's winding it up again. That's a musical toy. When it's wound up, it plays a tune. Winding cotton, round and round the reel. Rebecca's winding a bandage round Teddy's leg. Poor Teddy. You have to wind up a clock to make it go. Watch. Here's someone winding up a yo-yo. Unwind, wind up, unwind, wind up. The kitten wants to unwind it too. Here's someone fishing. He's turning a handle on the reel and winding in the fishing line.
Sometimes they used keys to wind things up, didn't they?
Yes, but what sort of things?
Toys and clocks.
Yes, that's right.
And sometimes you just use your hands, like when you're winding string and wool.
Well done, Bungle, that's quite right.
I'm a grandfather clock. You'll find me in the hall, but I'm not ticking or talking at all. If you wind me up, I'll make a tick-tock sound, and my hands will start to turn around.
I'll wind you up by turning the key,
and I'll put your hands where they ought to be. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now you can tick and tock once more. I'm a kitchen clock, I'm hanging on the wall, and I'm not ticking or talking at all. If you wind me up, I'll make a tick-tock sound, and my hands will start to turn around.
I'll wind you up by turning the key,
and I'll put your hands where they ought to be.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can tick and tock once more.
I'm an alarm clock, I'm really rather small, and I'm not ticking or talking at all. If you wind me up, I'll make a tick-tock sound, and my hands will start to turn around.
I'll wind you up by turning the key,
And I'll put your hands where they ought to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can tick and tock once more. Is there a story about winding in the Rainbow Book, Geoffrey?
Yes, there is.
What's it called, Geoffrey?
It's called The Musical Mouse.
Oh.
And this is how it goes.
Hello. There was once an old man who lived in an old house with an old cat, an old clock, and a very old music box. Every evening, the old man would wind up his music box, and he and the old cat would sit before the fire and listen. The old man never grew tired of the tunes the music box played, and as soon as the music box stopped, he would wind it up again. Presently, the old man's head would start to nod. "Oh, well, puss, old thing," he would yawn, looking at the clock. "It's time for bed." And he would wind up the old clock, which went tick-tock, tick-tock, and they would climb sleepily up the stairs. One evening, a young mouse popped up out of a hole behind the clock and looked around. "Oh, what a nice fire! And only that old cat! And what lovely music!" The first evening, she came just a little way from the hole, but the next evening she was bolder and came around from behind the clock, and the next evening she came right out into the middle of the room. "Oh, what lovely music!" And she began to dance. Suddenly, that old cat pounced. "Meow! Ee-ee!" squeaked the young mouse, who became so frightened that she leapt up into the air right onto the table beside the music box, and then she suddenly vanished. Just then, the old man looked up. The cat looked up, and wondered where the mouse had gone. Suddenly, the music stopped. "Oh, the music stopped," he said. "I shall have to wind it up." So he wound up the music box a little and switched it on. It stopped. He switched it on again, and it stopped again. He couldn't understand why. "Oh dear, my poor old music box," he said. "Oh well, I'll mend it tomorrow." He yawned, looking sleepily at the clock. "Time for bed, Puss." And so he wound up the old clock once more. Then they climbed sleepily up the stairs. That night, the old man woke up. "My music box! Why, I can hear my music box playing," he cried. "Oh no, silly me. My music box is broken. I must be dreaming." And he went back to sleep. The next day, the old man wound up his clock once more. It went tick-tock, tick-tock, as usual. And then he looked at the music box. "I think I'll try winding it up just once more," he said. "What do you think, Puss?" The old cat purred as the old man turned the key to wind up the music box, and this too played as it always did. "But why wouldn't my music box play last night when I wound it up?" he wondered. "And where did that mouse go?" wondered the old cat. Do you know? Yes, the mouse had hidden inside the box, you see, and that is why it wouldn't go.
Oh, that's a nice toy, Geoffrey. Yes, but do you know what it is?
I do. It's a crane. We were talking about a crane yesterday.
Oh, yes. Cranes lift things up and down, don't they?
Yes, that's right, George.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a crane working? Well, you watch. Now, when I wind this handle, the string goes round this barrel and the load is lifted up. You watch. Wind the handle.
Oh.
And up goes the load.
Oh.
Now, when I want to let it down again, I just unwind the handle. And down it goes.
Left, right, wind me up, I'll march along. Banging a drum, left, right, I'm a clockwork soldier boy. Banging a drum, left, right, don't forget to wind me up. Banging a drum, left, right, I'm only a toy. Banging a drum, I'm only a toy.
I know a good winding song, Bungle.
Well, let's sing it then.
Good idea, we'll all sing it. Has it got some action, Zippy?
Oh, yes, it's about winding up wool.
Oh, that's smashing. Well, perhaps you'd like to join in with us. Just do the actions that we do.
Are you ready then?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Help me wind my ball of wool, hold it gently, do not pull. Wind the wool and wind the wool around, around, around.
Keep winding.
Oh yes, keep winding. Help me wind my ball of wool, hold it gently, do not pull. Wind the wool and wind the roll around, around, around.
Oh, we got to go now. Have a good time, won't you? And we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, see how many winding things you can find.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.